Hey everybody, come on in the kitchen with me and with Michael because I'm cooking Michael's favorite oxtails. But I told Eddie and Teresa, I don't know which is Michael's favorite, which recipe, because you can do these oxtails 3 different ways. You can do them on a cookie sheet with a little bit of water and of course all the seasonings, and they'll be a richer oxtail because you're not drowned in water. The next way you can do it is just like a pot roast. You can brown these and then cover them with water. Put your seasonings, your onions, your bell peppers, whatever you want, and then let it cook all afternoon on top of the stove. And the next way that you can do these, that I have cooked them many times, is in my pressure cooker. Because oxtails do take a long time, y'all, because that's some tough meat, but it's succulent meat. It has worked hard keeping all the flies off of that cow. It's worked hard in its lifetime. In fact, Michael calls them swinging sirloin. So Michael, my question to you is, which is your favorite way for me to cook your oxtails?
Well, I thought number 2 and 3 were the same way. I like it with the gravy.
It's basically the same way.
Yeah.
So,
I like it with the gravy.
Okay.
And onions.
Okay. So, you're saying the pressure cooker?
Yeah, or I don't care how you cook it. You campfire.
Well, we're looking at 3 or 4 hours, if I do it in a pan on top of the stove. So it's strictly up to you.
Well, like I said, I just like it with the gravy. So.
Okay, so the gravy it is. All right, so the grocery store didn't have but 2 packs of oxtails, and they look real good. And then I found this boneless beef rib. So I thought, darn, those are going to take about the same amount of time to cook. So in order to get a mess up, I'm going to get those and throw them in with it. So now one of the first things I do, though, is these are a fatty cut. So I'm going to trim it some more of all the fat, or as much fat as I can get. So after I get that done, I'll pop back in with you and we'll get these going on top of the stove for my man. Okay, y'all, so Michael has informed me which recipe is truly his favorite. And I want to show y'all how much fat I got off those 4 little oxtails. It's amazing because the butcher shop, they're not going to trim it real close now. So, all right, I've got my fresh garlic chopped. I've got my onion sliced. Now this is where you need to pick your flavor. I like soy sauce. Some people like Worcestershire. What do you like, Michael?
Well, it depends. I like them.
Oh, you like soy sauce?
I do like soy sauce. But
All right, well, listen. Let's split the difference. And we'll do a little Worcestershire, too. This is one of my favorite parts of the tail, y'all. It's, the tail's fat at the base, and then it gets skinny. These are so delectable. The only way you can eat them is with your hands. Isn't that right, Mikey?
Yeah, I guess.
All right, so I'm going to sprinkle them with a little Worcestershire, too. That way we'll cover all the bases. All right, now just to enhance the amount of garlic, I'm going to spray them with a little garlic powder. And now I'm going to salt and pepper them. these are gonna be so good. Now, if you wanted to, you could brown these in a skillet on top of the stove, but you know, I'm not gonna worry about that. I'm gonna just let them do their magic in here. Here we go. I've already got it turned on, y'all. It's sizzling. In fact, I can actually brown them in my pressure cooker. This is a bad boy right here. I could brown them and then start them to cooking in the same pan. Okay, now I'm gonna sprinkle my garlic. I know. Sprinkle my garlic around. We've got some fresh thyme out there in the garden, don't we, Eddie?
Yeah.
Teresa, would you mind, do you know where we keep the thyme?
It's right at the base of my stairs.
Okay.
The pot.
You want some scissors?
I got some.
Okay.
It's the first pot.
And then I'm going to show you this most wonderful herb stripper in the world. Okay. I bet this will be delicious, Michael.
And it is.
This would be wonderful, baked in the oven, low and slow.
That's the way you like them, bake them?
I kind of like them that way. But then I like them with the gravy too, so. You know, I've really never met an oxtail that I didn't like, Michael. Except in a restaurant where they don't know how to cook.
Is this enough or do you need some more?
Oh, I think that's a plenty. Thank you.
You bet.
Did you see our herb stripper that we've got at the store, Teresa?
I did. We used it one day last week.
Yes, it's the neatest little thing. So I'm just gonna put a little thyme in it. You know, we always got a little time for thyme. Don't we, Mikey? Love, love, love my herb stripper. All right, so we're gonna. Ooh, there's our thyme looks so good and healthy, doesn't it, Teresa?
It does.
All right, so y'all know I can't. Oh, I did it the wrong way. Oh, that hole's too big. Come on, Paula. You know, since I lost my cornea, I can't judge distance anymore. Look at that. Isn't that great?
So much easier.
It's so much easier. Oh, I can never get them stripped that good. You know, doing it by hand. Yay! Oh, my little Jack brought this home to me because I had told him that I had seen it in our store and I wasn't aware that we had one. So I told him, I said, I can't believe they didn't tell me that they were putting it in the store so I could try it. So he said, Guinea, I brought you one. Wonderful, wonderful. Okay, I think that's enough. Let me throw some in like that. So I've got this set on 90 minutes. And now all I've got to do is add my bay leaves. I'm gonna put about Sometimes these come in so crushed. All right, so that's maybe 3.5 bay leaves that I put in. All right, now the last thing I'm gonna add is a little water. Excuse, please. Oh. So in case y'all are wondering why I'm consulting with Michael on this dish, is because this is part of his Father's Day present. If your man says he doesn't like oxtails, just try this because I think he could change his mind. But here's the downside of oxtails. The gourmet restaurants have realized how good they are. So the price has really shot up. I don't remember how much I paid for those 2 packs, but it wasn't cheap. But it's worth it. And Father's Day is not every day, right?
That's right.
You're worth a couple of packs of oxtails.
Telling you.
It's kind of like short ribs a little
Short
bit.
ribs, yeah, short ribs have gotten out of sight too, Eddie.
Yeah.
Like I said, when these gourmet restaurants, when they figure out how good some of this stuff is that you used to turn your nose up at, that's it. That was probably 1.5 cups of water, 2 cups of water. And like I said, I've got this set on 90 minutes. So I'm gonna let it cook that whole time out. And then I'll open it up and see what we got. And we may have to go for another 30 minutes, I don't know, but hopefully not. And then, because I didn't brown these off, I have a little magic to get Michael's gravy dark like he likes it. So I'll put a little bit of that in. It'll give it that rich, dark brown with a little flavor. So that's it. Happy Father's Day.
Yum. Can't wait.
Thanks, Michael, for coming in. I hated to have
You're
to
welcome.
tell you that this was your Father's Day present, but that's the only way I could find out which truly was your favorite.
Well, I probably wouldn't throw any of them away. I don't know.
I know you wouldn't because I've cooked them every which way for you.
I just like the rice and gravy with them.
I know. Oh, they're so good on that bed of jasmine rice. So good. Y'all know not to ever try to take the lid off without releasing the steam, right? It wouldn't let you take it off anyway, but you just don't need to try. And on mine, you just mash that button right there, and it will release all the steam. And like I said, I set this one for 90 minutes. So I'm gonna check them and see if they're done. And you'll remember I've got onion and garlic and bay leaves and thyme. And of course my house seasoning with salt, pepper, and garlic. Okay, it's about empty. And I'm so glad Michael happened to be home because I've cooked these oxtails so many different ways. So I was glad to ask him which was his favorite way. So he really does like that gravy. Now the gravy, I'm gonna need to take the oxtails out, and I can make a slurry of either cornstarch and water, or I can sprinkle the flour in it. It's one from flour because it won't lump, so I can just sprinkle it right on top, and we'll have gravy. And then you'll want to correct your seasonings at that time. Ooh, that's hot. That'd make a good facial.
Beef broth facial.
Uh-huh. You know, I swear. Ooh, that smells good.
It does smell good.
Mmm. Mmm. Oh, wow. Okie doke. I think that's the end. And when you open your pressure cooker, you always want to make sure you open it away from your face, towards Eddie's. Because that steam is hot. It's hot. Oh my goodness. They are ready. They are ready, y'all. In fact, they're like perfect. Whoa! Oh, look.
How tender that is.
Look,
Wow.
Oh. You know, I've joked over the years that this was a romantical dish because there's a lot of slurping and stuff going on. Oh, y'all. Crazy good. Crazy good. You know, I didn't put hardly any salt in it, except what was in the house seasoning. Eddie, would you taste it?
I'll wait.
You'll wait. So I am gonna add some more salt and some more pepper. But I think it's like perfect. And it's got a nice brown color, even though I didn't, brown them off. But I'm gonna put a drop of that in it. And that'll just give it that little richer ground gravy. So I've got to go get Michael up and tell him. And see right there. Oh. Those bones are so good to gnaw and suck on. So, try them. We think they're just positively wonderful. To me, they got a better flavor than beef stew. And they're right up there with beef short ribs. Moo! So good, Eddie. Love him best dishes. I've got to go wake up the old man. He's napping. And let him know that supper is ready.
Hey y'all, it's Paula Deen. Now, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to like it and click the subscribe button as well as the notification bell to be alerted when I post a video. Love and best dishes, y'all.